Very good morning. Today I am going to discuss about another unit, History of Science, Block 1 of your course, Foundations of Science and Technology. This unit covers Introduction, Science as a Human Endeavor, linking past with present, some aspects of science. Science is a human endeavor. From the prehistoric times, human tries to control the nature. They observe and understand nature and find the ill to fulfill their basic needs. While this understanding led to useful applications, open up further questions and avenues of inquiry, enriching the stock of knowledge. So from this, we can define science as a process of understanding of nature and using this understanding level to control the nature. Linking past with the present. The progress of science has not always been steady. Tremendous developments happened in mathematics 2000 years ago, while for medicine 2500 years ago. But not so much comparable progress has been happening for science for 2000 years. However, in mathematics, there are so many flourishmen happen in sophisticated calculations and observations in mathematics for India, while it was in a primitive state in Europe. Now, why search the past? While searching the past, well, we should have to mention about famous historian Henry Ford, who says that history is bound. According to this process, all the earlier knowledge that is useful is absorbed in the present state of knowledge. So, there are so many questions that been arises in the society, which can be answered only by searching the history of science. In the past, science grew steadily and imperceptibly, while in present, science is progressing by leaps and bounds, leading our civilizations fabricated all the developments of various fields by year by year. What is the history of science? History of science is a story of an ongoing process of interaction of science with a society. It begins in the primitive state of human society and traces its way to different ages, which have seen different forms of society up to the modern times. So in earliest age, that is primitive stage, generally people use stone-cutted stool for their fooding and lodging and hunting. In Bronze Age, all the agricultural practices has been done by using bronze tool. In Iron Age, people learned to deal with iron tools. What is history of science deals generally? It deals with economics, political science, social science or sociology, culture and psychology. Now, what are the different aspects of science? Generally, aspects of science deals with institution of science, method of science, strategy of science, and tradition of science. Institution of science, what we called the Large and diverse scientific activity which is well organized, generally done in a laboratory for solving different problems of human society in a broad framework fulfilling the social conditions. This is known as institution of science. What is method of science? Method of science generally consists of a numbers of operations which may be some mental, some are manual. Here, various observations and experiments are done and some results has been put after this analyzing all the result, why this happens, what is happening. To answer all this why, a hypothesis has to be established. This hypothesis deals to why, what, and how. Then after following so much method of science, then strategy of science is followed. Here, numbers of logical extension of work for famous scientists has been done year by year by another scientist in the laboratory. They tries they tries to solve the unsolved mystery of some problems for the earlier works of different scientists. Then they put forward some another theory, and it is going on, and it will be going on. Now, tradition of science. Science is cumulative. It is based on earlier result and present related with present result, and then then if another theory has been put for future perspective. With this, I would like to conclude this unit. Some homework has been given, and thank you.